been a filthy day all day, and it's raining now. Might be about to get loud. So really quick update tonight. We took the bike for its warrant and it passed fine. So my neighbour across the road helped me. We basically put it on the back of his ute and drove it there and back. Mainly because the weather's been like this all day and I didn't feel confident riding it back. Wet, dark, new tyres, new rider. Also technically it'd be illegal because I don't have the registration, the license label yet. So the only thing the inspector mentioned is the rear shocks. The dampers are pretty worn out, so it bounces a bit at the back. I don't think I can get original shocks, but I can probably get sort of universal replacements. It should be fine. I should actually see what sort of shock it is. It's got a little label there. I don't think you can just replace the damper unit. I don't think you can repair them. So that's all good. These were the little things I was going to use to hold the license label and the warrant of fitness. These are just cheap ones and they're too cheap and plasticky. The plastic is already starting to fall apart. I did get these ones, which are much nicer, nice and solid, good thick acrylic tube, really nice quality. These were cheaper than the cheap ones because these came from China, and they're nice, they're the right color and everything. But again, warrant of fitness label, that's this one, that would fit, but not the registration. This is actually an old MG one, but that's the size of the label and the label won't fit. You can't roll it up that way, it has to be visible. I'm assuming that barcode needs to be scannable, so normally it goes in a holder like this. This one won't work because it's designed for a trailer where you screw it on and that's what holds the back in place. So I need to get a license holder, I think what I'll do is, because there's nowhere to attach these, they need to go at the back near the license plate. I'm probably going to make a little metal bracket that comes off here and just wraps around and has you know, the warrant label and the registration below it or behind there, something like that. They just need to be able to find it. So that's excellent. I do need to tighten this up. So when I go back inside shortly, I will get the registration, the license. Technically this is the license. We all call it the rego, the registration. Technically this is the license and the number plate is the registration. So that's your registration right there, and this is your license, because you get a new license every year. So that's what the motorcycle license will look like, same as the car one. So yeah, I need to be able to display that. MG, now I can organise getting the warrant for that and get the license renewed, because this isn't road legal at the moment. So I looked up the actual rules with a car that's over 40 years old. They've changed it now so that the warrant of fitness is only due every year, not every 6 months. Same for the bike, which is excellent. And if the vehicle is over 40 years, the registration, the license can lapse, but only for 2 years. If you go over 2 years, they will deregister the vehicle, and getting it back on the road is a major pain in the neck. So you can leave it for 2 years. What they recommend is you put it on hold, which is what that bike is under now. The registration, the license is on hold. Well, the registration is on hold. I'm not sure which one is technically on hold, but that doesn't cost anything. It just means it's not on the road but you're keeping the plate. So I can now get this off hold and get it licensed, so then it's fully road legal. And yeah, so I need to get some sort of holder. Usually on a car, it goes on the corner of your windscreen. There's a little pocket stuck on the inside of the glass. This is actually going to be a problem on the Riley as well. So warrant and registration sticker, the license sticker, sorry, license normally goes this corner of the windscreen, and the warrant normally goes top right. When you've only got a little fly screen that's like this, I've no idea where you put them. So we'll figure that one out when we get to it. So yeah, that's really the update. Bike is pretty close to being fully legal. Just a quick little rant, I guess. Swolfiga. This stuff has become really hard to find. I've been looking out for it for a while, you know, in the car parts shops and the hardware shops and the supermarkets and places like that. In the end, to get it, I had to go online and order it from a special cleaning supplies place. So I ended up buying 5 tubs of it. Obviously my hands get quite filthy working in the shed all the time, and I've tried various different things to clean them, but this always just works the best. So I don't know why it's now so difficult to actually get hold of, but it's nice to have finally found it. And it has a distinctive smell. It's almost one of those comforting metalwork workshop smells for some reason for me. So I'm really pleased I found that. You only need a tiny bit, but it works really well to get the grease off your hands. So okay, there wasn't much of a rant, but yeah, just certain things, they get harder and harder to find. Okay, one other last quick thing. The rain stopped so I can dash back to the house. I mentioned about welding this in the filler rod and using MIG wire, like Kyle suggested, and then I realized this is 0.6mm MIG wire, so I ordered some 0.9, and hopefully that'll work better as filler rod and help my undercutting issue by just having a little bit more filler there. You can get 1mm, but that would only come in 15 kilogram reels. I don't need that much. I just got the smallest, I think it was 0.7 kg reel. So that's what I'll use as filler for when I do the rest of the guards. So lots of welding on these.